Alright everyone, it's Sam here. Welcome back to Season 5 of the Pinnacle League. We're here for Round 3 today in Bahrain, and as you can see from the title, we'll also be going to China after this as well. And yeah, happy bonfire night, I guess you could say, and kind of fitting that we're here in Bahrain, where we're going to be seeing plenty of fireworks in the background here in this night sky. But yeah, that's one of the things that's different, of course, for Bahrain in this game, but we'll hope that one thing that is also different is my results here. Well, not just at Bahrain, but also for this season, because it's not been a good start to the season for me. Only a 9th and a 10th to write home about so far this season, and I lie 10th in the standings after the first 2 races, which is not where I want to be, considering I have finished 2nd on 2 occasions in the Pinnacle League overall. And as you know though, in my, well, if you saw my career race here, then you'll see that this track was a big improvement on me from the Australia and Malaysia races, so I was hoping that I could repeat that again here today. And yeah, well, the setup still felt pretty good, as it did in the career race, so I was confident of that. You can see that so far in this lap, well, it was near the start of the session, but you can see I was purple on that time. Only a few people had actually set lap times, of course, though, but I was still hoping that I could get a decent position on the grid, and we're going to see now just how good this lap is. You can see a few times now being set, DLT, Super Joshi, and a few others. We go 2nd, then only 10th off the pace of DLT, so that's not too bad, and that was our best time in the session, actually our first time, which is a bit unusual for me. We're 6th on the grid then, so we're in the top half, which is, I was pretty happy with that, not far behind my teammate for once, and yeah, we'll see how things go in the race then. So we go to the grid then, and balance has kind of been restored as it's Psycho Squish on pole position, Arte's 3rd on the grid, and I am 6th. So it looks like Ferrari could get some points back, which of course they need, because I think we're like 5th or 6th in the standings in the Constructors. We got the lights coming on now though, and we are away in Bahrain, and yeah, it wasn't the best of starts actually. I was already starting to lose a little bit of traction there on the start, but it looks like Hickey's coming up on my inside, and I brake kind of early to be a bit cautious, and Callum's there and he spins, and then nice physics Codemasters. I don't know how that resulted in me spinning, but yeah, I did, so that's just great. And now I'm down to last, 12th place, and only Callum is anywhere near me, and he's already starting to pull away from me as well. So that's just great. That's pretty much any chance I had of a good result gone then in that instant, and thanks to those wonderful physics by Codemasters, and you can just see there just not really having much confidence into those few corners, and nothing happened in that first part of the race because I just didn't have enough pace to catch back up to everyone. Yeah, I was in Icon now on lap 6, my scheduled pit stop onto the prime tyres, and yeah, we'll just have to hope that somewhere along the line we can undercut someone, maybe someone who's starting on the prime tyres or something. But yeah, you can see the mechanics there already packing stuff away from their own pit stop, so you can see I was just too far back to really be threatening anyone here during this pit stop. But out we go then, still in P12 as you'd expect, seeing as we were 12th as we came in. But we'll just have to hope that yeah, somewhere down the line we can undercut someone who's on a different strategy. And we are going to skip a few laps now then to lap 9, to the end of lap 9, and coming down the pit straight then, and there is someone in the pits. It's Sir Lane, who was on pole I think for one of the first races. I can't remember if he won one of them, but it looks like we're ahead of him then, but he's going to be on option tyres now, so he'll probably catch back up to us. But yeah, we are going to have at least a little bit of a race on our hands here then, and skipping a couple of laps then to lap 11, only about 3.5 laps to go, and I was quite deep into turn 10, so that's going to give him a good chance here. He's going to have DRS as well, and down the back straight we go. This isn't normally somewhere we'd see a lot of overtakes, but it looks like he's going to pass me on the inside here. Of course he's not AI, so he's not going to back out of it, and he's run a bit wide, and I can cut back underneath him there, and I'm back up into 11th place for now then. And did we really just see that? Did we really just see a battle going on without any lag? What is going on? This is what it should be like. I mean, this is a bit... Oh, I'm not sure I can cope with this. But into the final corner we go then, and it looks like he's going to have DRS on us once again as we head down the straight, and I was just struggling for traction so much, and in the next race I decided to put traction control onto medium for these races as well. I was only going to do that for career races, but I think I'm going to have to do it in league races as well. As Jordan's back at my inside, and into turn 1 my screen is frozen, and well yeah, not on the time, and that's not an excuse for me hitting him. I just mean here when I was watching this back and commentating on it. But yeah, I let him go because I went into the back of him there. And yeah, not a lot happened after that, but into the final corner on the penultimate lap, and Hickey's lost connection. So I'm actually going to beat someone here today then. And I was so shocked at that I spun off a few corners later and found the gravel trap. And I was so shocked that I'd managed to find a gravel trap that I spun off and went and found another one. So yeah, not a great end to the race, but better than Hickey's at least. And yeah, I was really unfortunate for him. As you can see, Psycho Swish won the race and I crossed the line in 11th place, so I tried to destroy my vehicle because I was kind of annoyed, but never mind. No points either way. And yeah, there's the top 3 then: Psycho Swish, James and Colonel Chittock. And our teammate was 4th then, so finally some decent points for Ferrari this season. And yeah, we're now going to head on to China, and here we are then on my best lap, and once again at the start of the session. So yeah, the old Sam from certainly from F1 2013 seems to have gone. Well, I think you can kind of tell that, seeing as I've been kind of near the back a lot, but yeah, it's been certainly very different to what I'm used to so far in F1 2014. I mean, I know Season 4 didn't go great because there were problems with my wheel and stuff, but still, I don't think I was ever really as far back as this. I mean, it's hard to tell because I was disconnecting a lot, but yeah, it's certainly been new territory for me. I mean, I've never been like the best, as you can tell, because I've never won at any like championships or anything, but I always expect to be near the front, and this season has been so different in that sense. And I'm hoping that just with time I can start to build it up a bit and start challenging for higher places more regularly. But here we are then in qualifying, and as you know, China is a track that I've never been good at, and we never raced here in Season 1, and in Season 2 and Season 3 I finished 9th in both of those. And when in Season 3, I think you'll remember more classically, I guess, on the final corner I was actually on for a best result here of 7th, and then I spun on the final corner thanks to my tyres giving up, because I took my teammate Brandon's advice, so that was great. So yeah, we may even have a chance to beat our personal best here at China today, because, well, it's hard to say actually, seeing as we've only had 9th, 10th and 11th this season, so we may not even do that. But across the line then, and look at that, we've gone provisional pole with our first time, and how about that? And I think, yeah, as we head into turn 1, that a screenshot here is just going to be the highlight of my season. But it wasn't to last, of course, and I dropped all the way to 9th by the end of this session. But as you can see in these 2 races, I haven't been miles off the pace, and I haven't even been like at the bottom in either of them, so that's encouraging to see at least. As we're going to go to the grid now, it was CK the Flying Scott on pole position, and R2 was 7th, and there I am in 9th. So yeah, still waiting to out qualify my teammate this season. I don't think I've done that now. I was ahead of him on the grid in Australia, but that was only because he had a grid penalty. We've got the lights coming on now in China, and we've lost connection to James, so that's not a good start. And I also have not had a good start physically either. So yeah, already being passed here by Joshy and Nino, I think. And oh no, not again. Yeah, after 2 fairly lag-free races in Malaysia and Bahrain, yeah, this is back, and that's just great, isn't it? And it's kind of annoying because we did this race straight after Bahrain as well, so you'd think that well, if it was alright in one race it would be alright in the next one, but I guess not. And it's kind of weird that it happened as soon as James lost connection, so maybe his connection was balancing mine out or something. Who knows with Cody's logic. But we're here going side by side with Kells apparently. Oh, and we almost hit Super Josh there as well, but his car lagged behind or ahead, I'm not sure where he went, but I apparently passed Kells here, so there was that, and I was up into 9th at this point, but I was 10th at this point because I think I was having a lag with Hickey as well. Then line up Joshy towards the hairpin, but his car lags and I damaged my front wing, and then his car wasn't even there, so that's great. I've damaged my front wing for literally nothing there, and I'm still in P10 then, ahead of Kells, but I think Hickey passed me somewhere along the way. Can't remember if it was lag or not. And yeah, there's a bit more going on here, and I think I may actually have pushed Nino off the track there because he didn't go back ahead of me after that. So I apologise for that, but I literally thought it was all lag and AI cars at that point. So yeah, I am sorry for that. Skipped on to the next lap then, and lined up Super Josh again. Once again, there's lag on this straight, but there has been on every single Codemasters game, so there's no surprise there. But we do, which was actually surprisingly, pull off a clean move there. And it seemed that that was actually a legit pass as well, because I stayed ahead of him, and not much else happening after this except for his pit stop and replacing the front wing that didn't actually have an incident, but never mind. And yeah, nothing happened after that. It was a quiet drive to 8th, and would you believe it then, as we exit the final corner, my best ever result here in Pinnacle. So across the line we go. It's also my best result of the season in P8, and yeah, how about that then? And CK the Flying Scott wins then. I think that's his second win of the season from the two Jordans. So yeah, interesting race, and I think it's turned into an interesting battle up front as well. I'm not sure, I haven't seen the standings yet, but that is it for these two races. I mean, I've put them together because not a lot happened in either of them. But if you enjoyed them, leave a like, and I'll see you next time for Spain. So goodbye.